Hello everyone, my name is Stefano Olhak from 8th Group. At this meeting, we will present a material about shared reading in primary national strategy, which will be presented by myself, and guided reading, which will be presented by my friend, Tarisa Ayu Lestari. So without further ado, let's get into the first material. First thing first, what is shared reading? So shared reading is one of the strategy or method that used by teachers to help bridge the gap between reading books and independent reading by children. The main feature of this shared reading is that the student and teacher read a text simultaneously in one class. Then another key feature as well is student can know the intonation of a reading. And second, the interaction between teachers and students is very high, which in a class message there will be a very close relationship between teacher and the students. Third, about the focus on a text, meaning, and a sentence. Next, every book can determine activities. Why do I say like that? Because based on the book that has been given, each book that you will read to your students, you will find a different activities or opportunities. One of the things the book tells you is that if you give them a book they doesn't know, there's an opportunity for them to learn or understand something new. Then, if you give a book that contains a story or poem, you will also get an opportunity to start reading the book with aim of getting a new memory, also a new motivation for the students. Or, if you give a big book, the students will also get an opportunity to develop various things contained in the books. But it also have a deficiency. Like, because this method is more than the teacher itself, it also based on interaction between student and teachers. This reading together sometimes only make for short response and can be boring. And the last one is the advice from the book is shared method is very effective for just 15 minutes, because if you spend too much time with this method, there's a chance that your student will passive in your class. That's what I can convey in shared reading material. I hope you can understand. Then my friend Tarisa Ayu Lestari will continue about guided reading. That's the material and summary that we can convey. Therefore, thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey everyone, I'm Tarisa Yustari. I will presentation about guide reading. What is guide reading? Guide reading is routine for reading strategies, instructional practice or approach in which teachers assist a small group of students in reading a text independently. Guide reading gives students the chance to apply the strategies they already know to new texts. The text is easy enough for students to read with your skillful support. It offers challenge and opportunity for problem solving, but it's easy enough for students to read with some fluency. The main goal of guide reading is to help students use reading strategies while reading for meaning independently. Okay, next, the main features of guide reading. First one, there are multiple copies of the text, one for each student in the small group. Second, books are chosen to correspond to the group's level of achievement. Third, it entails the introduction of fresh text or reflection on a previously read text or piece of text. Fourth, after a conversation, the teacher encourages the student to read aloud. Last, the other group of the class are engaged in the independent group work. Okay, next, the advantage and disadvantage of guide reading. The advantage of guide reading are that they help students understand important points in a short time and review large amounts of material in a short time and are effective for training student responses. Okay, next is disadvantage of guide reading. Is that students feel bored reading the text that is given each student, but individually and in groups. Must option text or reading, and students are only motivated by the text and don't develop imagination and creativity. Okay, the last is conclusion. Routine for reading is most basic form when a teacher reads a book together with his student in the reading class. This practice is highly effective in strengthening student reading ability and is the most widely used reading routine. Okay, the last, if we have mistake in presentation, you can comment in the group WA or YouTube comment. Maybe that's all from us. Uh, Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.